Hi, my name is Asphyxia from R4P3.net. Today I'm going to help you understand why Discord sucks. Okay, Discord means disagreement. So this the presentation basically is Discord disagreement. So this is why I think that you should not use Discord. Number one, their security is absolutely horrible. They do not own Discord.com. Google owns Google.com. Yahoo owns Yahoo.com. TeamSpeak owns TeamSpeak.com. Discord owns DiscordApp.com. Okay, so you could see definitely how someone might get confused with the Discord program, probably maybe being at Discord.com. And if someone went there and whoever owns Discord.com, which is not the company that runs Discord, the application, that person has owned Discord.com since 2000, and they could put up a phishing page and steal people's Discord accounts and mess up their chat rooms or whatever and ban users, who knows what, right? So then they could also offer up malware downloads and send out fraudulent emails, maybe luring people into typing in a password somewhere, like, for example, phishing people. So someone could send out an email from discord.com and it's just, and I mean, this is a risk that can happen basically no matter what. But when you run a business named Discord and you don't own Discord.com, that looks really bad. And we'll get to that a little bit more later, but really just kind of keep that in the back of your mind. Discord does not own Discord.com. That's stupid. It's a security risk. The network system is entirely centralized, which means that you're always sharing server resources with everybody else that's on these free servers. So if all of a sudden there's just a server overload and the servers crash down, yeah, that can happen. It happens in game servers sometimes. It could happen in voice server hosting as well. So you have an entirely free to use centralized network with a bunch of users overwhelming the servers, and they crash. It's happened in the past even with Discord, and it could happen again. So you have no control over the servers that do run Discord, and you can't be able to switch over to a different host once your Discord servers all crash down. You'd have to switch to an entirely different platform, like for example TeamSpeak. And then in that case, you would just either use an authorized hosting provider, or you could go out and set up your own server. Personally, I like the security of being able to own my own server or to lease my own server and have that run. Or you could even own your own server in your basement. I mean, it just really depends on what works best for you and what you feel safe with. So the privacy rights are not completely understandable, I don't think, and we don't know exactly what Discord is doing with our information. They could steal the chat logs and then sell those with their emails attached. We don't know. So the permission systems is also, this permission system is somewhat confusing, and the page itself where you manage permissions actually asks you if you need help. So maybe they should make it more intuitive rather than asking people if they need help. That would just make the most sense. Now, their business backend is pretty crazy. I've done a lot of research into Hammer and Chisel Incorporated, and I've done a lot of research into Jason Citron. I think that's what his name is. That's the CEO. And HCI, when I started researching this company, they had over $9 million in investment funds, and since January 26th of 2016, their investment funds has grown to a $20 million. That's crazy. So Jason Citron knows how to hype up his product and get investors. While this looks great, suddenly we've got a small business that has $20 million within just 3 to 4 years. And they've probably made less than $1 million since their first investors from the Discord application. And these venture capitalist startups have one single interest when they go into business, okay? What do you think that is? If you're a business that doesn't have a lot of money and you're starting up, what do you want, right? Okay, so a lot of these people just want a lot of money, right? So especially when they're seeking a large amount of funds, like $20 million, that's a lot of money. I mean, honestly, I think that if you gave $20 million to a 12-year-old and the 12-year-old went and talked to financial advisors and a project manager and got some programmers hired, I think that a 12-year-old could make everything that Discord is right now, okay? And be serious. If a 12-year-old had $20 million and they could put the money in the right people and basically get the project up and running, they could make what Discord is. Now, I'm not saying Jason Citron is a stupid guy, but I'm I'm also not going to say that he's doing hard work, okay? So the founder of Discord, I would personally say, is lazy. He's a self-admitted serial entrepreneur, and his past businesses have either failed or sold out and shut down. So I really hope that you're excited for Discord to be sold out, because I hope that you get ready, because it's going to happen, I think. So that's my opinion. Business continued here. We're going to talk a little more about Jason, the CEO. He, like I said, he did claim to be a serial entrepreneur. I think he still claims that. So we can understand that he would likely start up many different businesses over his life, and his goal is to launch these businesses, get them valuable, to sell them, and then after that he doesn't really care what happens to the business, because it's sold to him. It's a dead project. He has the money, he cashes out, walks away. So you can expect Discord to end up being nothing. So it's going to be a cool phase, die out, and I mean, the company is going to have to survive itself at one point in time. It's going to have to be able to get those investors paid off. And when you're running an entire business off of $20 million in investments, that's really not healthy, especially this early in the game. His entire business is 100% dependent on investment funds. And the only logical thing, really, I think, for the Discord business to do, and really for Jason to do with Discord, is to sell it, because he's going to need to make many millions more to pay off that $20 million. And then, I mean, how do you think that his business is going to be able to pay off $20 million when it's all free for everyone? Seriously, if you think about it, how is Discord, as an entirely free service, how is it going to pay off $20 million? No. So they claim that they're going to sell stickers, but seriously, guys, come on. Be real. You're not going to sell $20 million worth of stickers. That's a lot of stickers. The only option I would say really is to warn everyone to stop using Discord, and definitely to caution anyone possibly interested in buying Discord, don't buy Discord. It would be a really stupid business move. In addition to that, Jason has interviewed and claimed that he used to be a programmer, although he said that he enjoys the position of CEO. So he likes to be the founder or owner, and he really doesn't see himself doing any programming or development anymore. So his role has basically become a fund gatherer, and he manages his VC startup, and then he pretty much just waves goodbye to everything and everyone once it sells out. Then he does it all over again. That's why he's a serial entrepreneur. Now, that's going to piss off a lot of people when they rely on Jason's services and then everything closes down or loses his support. So I hope that you can understand where this video touched on, and I hope that you have a better idea now. In addition, I would like to mention some alternatives to Discord. So first, TeamSpeak 3 works perfectly fine, I think, for many gamers, and the permission controls are wonderful. I love TeamSpeak 3. I think that you should use it if you have a gaming plan, and you're free to use whatever else you want to, but I love TeamSpeak 3, and I have found, along with, really I should say, R4P3.net and the security research team has found some awesome security issues. Now, the security issues are concerning, but TeamSpeak 3 has developed fixes to the security issues. They're making it more secure all the time, and it's really great to see TeamSpeak working with us to make their software more secure. And I'm not saying that they work with us. I'm not saying that we have a contract or anything like that, but TeamSpeak does communicate with us sometimes, and we do try to help them as best as we can to make their security better. And really, I'm impressed. I think that they're doing a much better job at getting things taken care of now. So Skype is always going to be a great application to have free video calls with friends. Discord obviously can't compete with that. Mumble is an open source solution. It provides great security. In addition, I think once Mumble utilizes WebRTC just the same way Discord has, you're going to see an open source Discord, basically, and that's going to provide greater security to everybody. There's more privacy with that, and it's, of course, going to allow for a web-based voice communications service with your own servers. So that's great. If you would like that system, you need to go seriously just give Mumble a shout. Say, hey, Mumble developers, I want you to make a web client. Go do it. Come on. I know that you want a web client. So either go bug TeamSpeak 3 developers, go to their support forum and tell TeamSpeak 3 that you want a web client, or go and bug Mumble developers and tell them you want a client. But ultimately, I think the main battle here is between TeamSpeak 3 and Mumble. I don't think that it's fair to, I guess you can count Ventrilo in there as well, but I really don't think it's fair to consider Discord among these applications, because it's a totally separate type of business model. They're running their entire business off of $20 million in investors. You can't say the same thing about these other companies, okay? These other companies don't have $20 million in investments, to my knowledge. They're not brand new companies, and they've been around for a long time. So as far as I know, Discord has not stood the test of time, and it's only a matter of time before we see what their business interests actually are. Are they interested in just coming around, hyping up the business and cashing out to make a really fat paycheck and walking away to leave you hanging and stranded without servers running? Or are they actually here to support you? And I don't think that they are here to support you, so I think it was the first thing that I described. Now, I hope that you can make an informed decision as to whether you do like Discord or not. And of course, take all of this with a grain of salt. This is, of course, just my opinion. And I did go ahead and craft this opinion by reading a bunch of different articles online. But you have to make your own decisions. Well, thank you. Goodbye.